As you step in as AD now, how do you handle that probation situation?
Well, again, that's compliance is key, and compliance is not just from the compliance office. That's an education. That's something that all of us as staff and coaches are going to have to embrace and be a part of that, and also understand. I had the opportunity to meet with our staff, well, with Cindy and Brady today, but then also our coaches, and that was a point of emphasis, knowing that we have to be very, I hate to say it, but compliant in terms of how we do things, and we have to establish a culture of ask before you act, and that's one thing we need to do. And from a communication standpoint, as I told the coaches, please don't hide anything from it. If you feel like this could be a situation that it might not be that bad, let us know. Let us know in the forefront. Let us handle this, because what's going to happen, as you mentioned, with the probation situation, is the fact that if it happens again, that's a reflection on the coach. That's a reflection on me as director of athletics. And also, it's a reflection on Dr. Dobbins and the institution. We don't want any of that to happen.
How has your experience as an athlete lend itself to helping out with this job?
As a mentor more than anything, because I have the opportunity to be in their footsteps. For them to follow, be able to know the path that they're taking, and understand, that balance between academics and athletics, and how academics should be important. So I've been through it, I've experienced that, and so hopefully they'll see me as a mentor, and also as a person that he's been there, done that.
Congratulations.
Hey, Jim, thank you.
How do you plan on managing the athletic department and the coaches underneath of you?
Well, for me, I don't believe in a pyramid hierarchy type system. I'm more of a flat organization person, so I'm going to look at what's been developed right now from an organizational standpoint. Be able to work with Cindy again, who's been here for a while, and Brady's done a good job in the transition period, and then just come together with a model that works.
What do you see as one or two areas where you can really leave your imprint? What are a couple areas where you really want to get to work first?
Continued growth of this athletics program. I mean, that's first and foremost. And when you hear growth, you talk about from a facility standpoint. It's not about facilities, but it's also making sure that from a scholarship standpoint, we're able to offer the full allotment of scholarships for all of our student athletes. When you look at facilities, are there opportunities to look at all of our facilities and see what can be improved there? And part of that is going to be a person as myself. I might have to be out in the community and be out in the region. And one thing that I want to do is also reconnect with our large alumni base, which is St. Louis. Be able to be in there and be embedded in St. Louis, and be able to make sure those people have pride in the university, have them back involved with the university, which is very, very important.
It was a 5-year deal, a 5-year contract, right?
That's correct.
But they were saying that the numbers haven't been worked out yet. Is that right?
The number, there's some base numbers there that
okay.
Once the contract's officially executed, we'll be able to have an opportunity to be able to see that. But there's a few incentives that Dr. Dobbins and I will need to work out. But all in all, it was a very good contract. So,
what made you want to come here?
For me, it's just being prepared to be an director of athletics for the past 14 years, and it's just taking those steps. And when jobs like this open up, I want to look at it from two standpoints. Number one, I'm a big family guy, so personally, it's this area that I feel that my wife and my family can want to be here.
Mm-hmm.
Check, want to be here. And then from a professional standpoint, is you talk about opportunity to grow. Is this a place where I can be able to grow this department and have it succeed at a high level, both academically and athletically? That's very important to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel that all these tools are there in place for me to be able to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Can you kind of describe your philosophy as far as the academics and the athletics, how students can maintain that balance?
Yeah, well, it's as I mentioned first. I mean, that's why they're here, to get their degree. So academics is a huge priority, of mine. And I don't want to look at, have people perceive athletics as an island or an outlier of campus. I want our kids integrated, engaged, in the campus community. And I think when they do that, there's more involvement, there's more mutual respect from students and student athletes, and overall the pride of the institution, it elevates, and that's very important to me. And part of that is again instilling that in our coaches, for all of them have that same philosophy for their programs, but then also more importantly is making sure that we're recruiting the right kids that academically can be here academically, they have the opportunity to get their degree, but then also be able to contribute athletically as well.